as well. They get the finish, but still more players to find. They actually don't get the finish. Jared is still alive somehow, and I think it's because of the pressure that you pointed out. Scoped, another team actually gonna get that. They're gonna go in a full box fight though. Assault on the backside of the Scope gets chunked a little bit. So the team who played so well in game number 1 now in a fight, a tussle against Unknown, Kanata, and Creo, but I think they've gotten what they want, an impact off of Jared. They get the loot there, and they get to go forward. Zone still hasn't revealed itself. Ninja's still alive and looking pretty good. He's got the heavy AR, epic variation, a launch pad as well, and more materials than last time. And this is the key, the change that we saw, again, in game number 1 even. We keep seeing them engage in third zone, much like Unknown are doing. But this time it's different. This time they've got the entire loadout, they've got the kit, and they're sitting chilled out in somewhere good position in zone.
Definitely got to appreciate the kind of play style they're enforcing this time around. Play style that we know, though, is Unknown Army, who loves to take these mid-game fights. So you're seeing complete opposite approaches here in the game. Really key valuing elims in the mid-game. Not that they need them too much, but the more you throw, the more you're going to need to get back in these battles. Expending all of the wood resource, bunch of the ammunition as well. You really didn't get much back from that. Here they're setting up, looks like to be a launch pad, or trying to find typical Ranger who's up above. They are going to find them. Remember, he is by himself, as we said before. He already lost his teammates here. That's it. Here comes the piece control from Unknown, grabbing the wall, creating somewhat of a choke point. Ranger trying to really fight his way out, climb his way out now. You can see the chaos in trios, though. Just all over the place. Ranger has no HP. Looks like other players are now firing in. There goes the sneaky shot from Kanata over the wall. It's going to be his take here now. That's a big come up for them. 3 points now as they finally get to wrap up that fight and move on to the next zone.
Look how far away Scoped Assault and Innocents have gotten to. Another one on the side here. This is Knight. They're on the south side of zone, but jockeying for position themselves. There is Storm Surge up, but probably won't be a key factor until 7th zone, as there's only one player who needs to go down for this one to go away. Heavy sniper possible for Knight. They're looking for the possible drop down onto 72 hours. Tom and his crew, Mikey and Has the Greats. So much pressure coming in from all sides of the map. Nick A30, who is the recipient of that, is contributing against Creo, Unknown, and Kanata, and for good reason. Remember, this is the team that was fighting, and they draw attention to them because of how aggressive they are. This time, though, a little bit of high ground position. They have potential to get even more elims, but also really, really good position going to the 5th zone.
And something that we haven't touched on that's really contributing to this fight as well is the fact that they're in the Weeping Woods. All these trees are blocking lines of sight, making it that much more of a reason to take an isolated engagement where players can't see you and fire in. The elevation, the extra trees. This is why players are stacked on top of one another. And we're seeing so much activity for a 4th zone. Half in, half out reveals itself. It's going southeast here now. Stretch, Zay, and Sap have to make a big play as Ship's putting pressure down here on the veterans. An Hour and D-Roller are looking to jump into this fight here. D-Roller with the RPG actually is the reason. We're hopping over to more perspectives. Ninja with high ground. Getting eyes on everyone here.
More importantly, you see the backside of the zone, the hill, clear as day. It's actually Nate Hill, Funk Bomb, and crew who have the high ground in good position, way deep into this half in, half out, at least towards the backside of it, the dead side. So they should be able to maintain a good position. Nobody will ramp them from there. We'll see how this continues. Ninja looking down, D-Roller fires off an RPG. No, it sneaks in. The worst outcome from that. Not able to hold that wall. Unfortunately, a nice heavy snipe to maybe sneak that in, but we're never sure. Vivid, though, responding quickly onto Ship as he takes him down basically to 1 HP. Ninja's going to be able to get right back into it because of the good loot that they have, but no white health, it looks like. So he's got to find himself a siphon elimination to get this back up.
Ship and crew went from fighting Zay and Saf now to taking on Ninja, Colazo, and Vivid here in another base-to-base box, and all of a sudden, Owl's under pressure here. You're seeing what happens when you push up on a team and get too close. You do and can get punished for it. Ninja manages to hold his ground here now as the zone is revealing itself soon. 10 seconds until the next full moving happens. We're in that end game here, guys. Game number 2, the Ninja battles here. Ninja burning excess material. He's getting punished for the movement as well. They're trying to reposition here, Ball. They're trying to find themselves some safety right now. And look, the shots are coming in from the right, and lucky for them, they do have that Banished Bazooka to bounce back now. Things are seeming to settle here as the RPGs are still coming into that cluster.
There we go, though. We get the over wide shots, and it's going back up in the northwest. Perfect for Nate Hill. Funk Bomb and Bully, who not only have that high ground, but they have the grappler too. If they need to hang on to it, definitely going to be able to maintain for good position. Bucky, Macwood, and Crew not even opting to fight at all. Calculator is down, so this team has no say at all. There's unknown Kanata. They're going to launch pad. Bully looking for it on the Creo. Can't find it. Just barely. Bizzle, Commandment, and Emad. Remember, they have that double RPG. They could be a big threat. Nice shots from Bully. Yes, Riversun goes down, and he's out. Jack and Acorn still in this as well. More launch pads still coming through, and another one from Bully.
This is huge, and this time around, the Storm Surge is an actual threat, guys. You need to get down to 30 players alive, so this is a big issue right now with 44 in the lobby here. Bully, though, finding all the shots that he needs. The mythic assault rifle really being the key factor here now. The space spread out here as Funk is already ahead of the zone with Nate Hill now, all parked up. Bully sitting behind to see what he can find, what he can see lingering on the back half. Domo in the zone now with Soggies. They're trying to figure it out, how to get to the safety here. Macwood's by himself, though. Can he squeeze out some points the way Typical Gamer did in the previous run? That's going to be the question now, as we jump back to high ground with the team that had it last time coming into fifth zone. It was Bully, Funk, and Nate Hill.
It is. It looks like just former Ninja teammates are dominating today in Ninja Battles Week 2. We're in the end game now, and they're starting to show off a lot of pressure on the different teams, but you can see Commandment and Emad definitely looking forward. Here's the second round of launch pads for Bully to just take complete control. Attempt number 2 on taking out Kanata, and it doesn't combine all the way. And you can see the Storm Surge now active. Everybody is below. Take a lot of damage from this coming straight down. Bully's gonna be able to continue to target and pressure the people who are gonna fight for high. And it really looks like nobody's interested in it at all because of this split tarp situation for Nate Hill, Bully, and Funk Bomb. They look in prime position to take this game right now because there's nobody pressuring back.
Such a crazy sight to see the lightning bolt coming down as if Zeus was angered himself, throwing him down onto the lobby. Things are starting to lighten up now as players are getting taken out. There goes Benny out of the lobby here now. Macwood trying to find himself an opportunity here. Fight going on underneath him. Pay attention to that Elam feed as things are popping off here. Acorn, Ewok, and Sap all fall now. And things are starting to approach our final moments now. Zone 8, look at the spread right here. It's Bully still putting down so much pressure. 3 Elims. He's connecting, but he needs more conversion.
That he does. Macwood down on low ground right now by himself. He's going to try to find more. Remember, he's clutching up for his team. Doesn't even shoot at Ship. There was a potential Elim there, but more importantly, he doesn't want to find anybody. End up going down. Bully's still up on high ground. Nobody's still contesting them, but they're starting to run out. Macwood finds one on Satan. That's more materials for him to work with, but he's stuck down below. As now we got ninth zone revealed, it's going back down this mountain, so he's got room to work with. He's going to come down right onto Ship, I believe, right in the way, and now finally somebody pressuring against Nate Hill and crew, but they're holding on for now. Graska's still up. Remember, they took game number 1. Reverse Suke, though, not anywhere to be found. There's Glace, who I believe is Nick A30's teammate, and now it looks like a bunch of solos versus the full squad of Nate Hill, Funk Bomb, and Bully.
And this is the chaos. This is the closeout, the final moments right now. What is Grass gonna do? He's by himself as well here as Funk finds Bizzle. So out Bizzle goes this game now. Graska finding a brief moment here to pop his minis. Nate Hill has the high ground. They have the grappler as well, so there's no way they're gonna lose it at this point. There goes the refresher now. The medium bullets in the inventory. It's the victory lap. Bully jumps into the fray now, though, in the low ground, as he is down there trying to see what he can squeeze away from this game, really getting into the mix now, Balla. Few players left. One guy left. It's 3v the last crew, D-Roller. And that's it right here, Balla. These are the final hits. It's Ship who's gonna fall. Can they find D-Roller? D-Roller's in the ultimate low. Builds a little wall. What's he gonna do? He's gonna find Bully. That's gonna be a point. Hey, it's a difference maker. Still fighting his way through the zone. But no, Funk and Nate managed to close out in the end.
Wow, and that is a number of eliminations for them and a completely different story from game number 1 in terms of the high round play there. Nate Hill, Funk Bomb, and crew, they maintained for that entire time from 5th to 6th to 7th, all the way down to 9th to maintain that lead and take the game. And I have to point it out again, former Ninja teammates here in Ninja Battles taking the first 2 wins. It's Nate Hill and Funk Bomb this time.
That's what I was going to say, right? All of a sudden, you see reverse up there in game 1. Now we're seeing Nate Hill Funk kind of coming out on top. Well played to them. Quite a chaotic end game. And like you said, a complete coin flip from game 1. They actually managed to hold high ground this time around all the way through to the end.
I also have to point out Graska clutching up 3rd there without his teammates of Reverse 2K. And Summer, this time, 3rd place for him by himself, and winning that last game. Remember, that will put them probably in contention for 1st, but I'm sure the eliminations were missing this time. Let's take a look at the moments from that last game, because there was plenty to digest. First of all, Dubs, Mega, and crew losing this fight at the rig once again.
That's right, they get taken out nice and early. You're looking at some other mid-game highlights, big key factors of point swings right here as Kanata finds one. This is a big overhead shot of how many players were kind of stacked on top of one another. This was a kind of deciding moment right here as Bully did find the high ground with Funk and Nate Hill, and they were so spaced out at this moment too. I think that was the difference. They had that canvas, that kind of blanket thrown over the field.
I don't remember that from Korea. That was disgusting there. Oh my goodness, Graska onto Glaze to continue up in that game. That's how he clutched up, and we saw the eliminations. There's at least 3 for them. So probably still in it. There's the final moments from Funk Bomb and Nate Hill cleaning up the last member, Ship, who got 2nd place there, and they were there in terms of points. They weren't all the way at the back, but guys, we got game 3